I know the lyrics.
Rest in peace, Earl Simmons, DMX, the real Sansa.
But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all?
Come on!
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
Had a very shiny nose.
And if you ever saw him, you would even say it close. Come on, come on.
Come on.
All right, go hard, Mark.
Poor Rudolph.
I don't remember the lyrics.
Then one foggy Christmas Eve,
I left the
What?
shit behind in Laurel Hill.
say, come on.
What?
Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you ride my sleigh?
Tonight.
Then all the reindeers loved him, as they shouted out with glee.
Yo.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer,
You'll go down in history. Forever.
you go down in history.
Forever.
You go down in history.
Well. The legendary
Man.
Christmas Carol, yearly tradition. Happy Christmas week
They
from
gon' let me for my ambition.
the CA gang. Cap! We're back. Episode 10. Sound! And we are here again with the Cap crew, per usual, in the corner. Introduce yourselves, gentlemen.
I'm back in this bitch. I know y'all missed me, and if y'all didn't, then fuck you.
Damn.
Oh my
Red Rebels, graphic designer.
Oh, man.
Elvis Roble.
Merry Christmas, everyone out there, and those who have no family or friends to celebrate Christmas with. You're not alone. Shout out to you guys. I know it gets heavy and
Yes.
very hard to deal with during the holidays. That isolation and depression a lot of people go through. But guess what, man? We're here to somehow brighten your day and your time while you're listening to this. So we appreciate you guys being back again. And if you're new to the podcast, make sure to subscribe on YouTube to the channel, See Ambition, and go listen to it everywhere that podcasts are available audibly. Spotify, we have a huge following on there. Go check it out. But we're back again another week, episode 10. 10 episodes in this bitch. If this was a TV show, this would be season 1.
Damn, already 10 episodes?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Shit done flew by like a
My
motherfucker.
God.
It's amazing, man. It's a blessing. Yeah. Let's start off with what do you guys want for Christmas, Marlon? What do you?
Listen, man.
What's on that list?
I'll tell you. Yeah, there you go. Camera's on me now. Listen. Okay, guys. I'm going to tell you what I want, but I expect it.
Oh.
All right. I already posted. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted a couple things.
Ladies, open the ears.
Listen. I want some Workmeister wheels. I want some. I
That
want
sounds good.
some, bro. Phenomenal. I want a K24 conversion kit from a Miata.
Sounds like a bomb.
I want some money so I can actually do this shit
How
because
much?
I'm
How
broke
much?
as fuck. Huh?
Give them a number. You gotta give them a total.
5 bands.
5 bands.
I'd be good with 5. I need an extra 5, but
Oh.
I'd be good with 5. Let's not ask for a lot. Yeah,
it
man.
happens.
And health.
Mm.
And just spend time with my family and the people I care about.
Mm.
That's all. Some light shit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Typical shit you would ask for.
Edwin,
How about you, bro?
graphic designer. What do you want for Christmas?
I don't really celebrate Christmas.
Okay.
If I were to receive a gift,
They can't hear you.
I don't really celebrate Christmas. But if I were to receive a gift, cash would be big. I don't know. Maybe I want to get like a subwoofer for my car. That's like not needed. It's not really a necessity.
What the hell?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I appreciate
respect it.
any gift, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put the camera back on me.
Whoa. This kid's so
How about you, Sound?
He's
What you
throwing
want?
people off with this
What you
subwoofer
want?
shit. I don't want a subwoofer. I'll tell you that much.
I need a new Sonos. My Sonos freaking it doesn't work anymore, man.
Man's dropped $300 on a baby
Yo.
ass speaker.
No, it's it was
Shit got-
180.
shit
You're the only man in Providence
shit
riding with a
ate shit
Sonos
in, like,
speaker
No,
Just 2
system
months.
I know people
in
a
their
couple
second
people.
floor apartment. That
I-
is some high quality rich nigga shit. Only Jay-Z and Beyonce got that shit. That's why they are in the fucking commercials.
Nigga, no. I mean, no. It's
Yeah.
I got it it was an open box at Best Buy, so it's cheaper.
Oh, and you still
Oh.
paid $100 for that shit?
They go for more, man. They
Wow.
go for 2 or up.
You're
200
bougie,
up.
bro. Anyway, sound.
Yeah.
The sound quality was good.
All right.
for
Enough.
It
Um,
sounds. It sounds tight.
Yeah.
Wow,
For Christmas,
That's how we work here. That's how we work.
this nigga went into a whole spiel, but then he cut himself off. Listen, man. For
I'm gonna
Christmas,
shut
all I want for Christmas is you. I don't know, man. I don't want nothing really. I've been telling Shawty and everyone, I don't really want shit. I just want to, I guess the day of, celebrate it. You know, my son is going to be his first time celebrating Christmas and holidays.
Yes,
He's not going to
sir.
necessarily remember it, but I definitely think
You
it's
don't
gonna
have
be
the
dope.
pictures though.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. It'll be dope to have memories to show him, like, oh, this was your first Christmas. And the fact that he was actually alive, and even though he's not going to remember it, this is
Yeah, yeah.
literally his first Christmas. So that's, you know, an iconic moment in a parent's life. So it's going to be interesting to see. And I'm going to be happy, probably tearing up with him, opening up gifts, like as if he can open up a gift. He can't even open up shit.
You gonna dress him up?
Yeah, I already got some outfits planned for him.
Yeah.
Got some photos to post soon. Listen, man, it's that time of the year. Let's get jolly, guys. You gotta jolly it up. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get into that Christmas spirit. You know, it's a lot of rough shit happening in the year, but every year gets capped off by the Christmas spirit of the year. But in the midst of this Christmas spirit, there's a lot of shit happening in the motherfucking news. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it honest, people. And let's start it with a sadder tone, and then we'll get more into the jollier side of things. For starters, rest in peace to the LA rapper, DRAKEO the Ruler. Now, for those who don't know DRAKEO the Ruler, do you guys, from your own knowledge, remember or know DRAKEO the Ruler?
No.
The name sounds familiar, but I can't.
I've heard his music.
I've
here
definitely
and
heard
there.
his music, but I can't put
I know he collaborated with Drake and Lil Yachty and
Yes. He was a freaking collaborator with a lot of people in the industry, very respected. He was considered like the hottest young, like LA artist, West Coast artist, just in general.
he just got out of jail not so long ago. I
Yes,
heard.
and there was a whole movement like Free DRAKEO that No Jumper was like a part of, and a lot of people, a lot of rappers were like supportive of that. So when he came out, he had that support there waiting for him. But then unfortunately, he was stabbed to death
I heard in the
at
neck,
a concert.
right?
Yes, in the neck. There's some
At a-
unfortunate videos
at
leaked.
the
Wild,
festival or some shit like that.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
festival concert. It was something like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I remember Snoop Dogg posted something as well, very deeply,
Bro, that's fucking
sending a
crazy,
message to hip hop, like,
Yeah, he
"Yo,
stepped out.
Bro,
you gotta stop this shit."
stabbed in the neck.
Yes.
That's my thing. That's very weird. Cause one thing is like getting shot at, robbed like X did, but then getting stabbed is
Bro,
like so.
That
whoa.
was legit. Like that was murder beef.
Yeah, like they wanted to
100%.
kill him.
100%.
You know, and then it's like, did anyone else get hurt? Because if they were that close to stab him, where they was just run away? Was his crew not around? Did no one else get like retaliated at? I don't know. It sounds very crazy. But prayers to DRAKEO's, you know, family members, his friends, his girlfriend posted very emotional messages. So, man, it's very bizarre dealing with this shit every fucking week. A new death happening within the culture, whether it's of old age, whether it's of a secret illness, whether it's of a shooting, stabbing, a drug overdose. That, you know, a lot of times, most of the times, we know the artist is using drugs, but it's like you don't really expect them to die. You know, you want to be optimistic, like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
it's just regular. I hope they don't die.
Yeah.
But then when they do die, it's like, what the fuck? Very sudden. And then this recent situation just adds to that list. And we haven't even ended the year yet. And it gives like a very, very negative energy and tone for the industry to sort of try to bounce back from, because we barely coming back from the Young Dolph death and the Virgil death. So
yeah.
prayers to everyone. You know, hold your head up. And it's common and become regular, but it's not a regular thing, and it shouldn't be normalized. This death, all these deaths happening in the culture. It's not something that should be like, oh, like, yo, yeah, it's a part of the game.
Right.
Nah,
Yeah. Oh,
fuck
well,
that.
there's
That
another
shit
one to
should
the
not
list.
be a part of the game. That shit,
Yeah.
this ain't a game. This shit is real life, and that shit should not be a frequent occurrence. So let's try to stop that to the best of our abilities. Do your research, guys, how you can, you know, in general, keep yourself. I think it starts with our own selves and inside each one another. Like, we got to make sure that we don't sort of like even encourage that ever. Like even with motherfuckers online commenting, like they think it's funny and shit sometimes to comment certain things, and but at the end of the day, you might rile up like a beef or rile up some bullshit that's not necessary. Like it's so like I don't know. And playing off of that, we have the news of Freddie Gibbs and Jim Jones getting into a rumored altercation, being confirmed by a lot of people that were actually there at the Prime 112 restaurant in Miami. I believe South Beach. Might have been South Beach, Miami, Florida. And they've had some beef for a while. Their beef stemmed from, I believe, Jim Jones throwing up with his hands like this, like VL, or like VL, however you throw it up, VL, because for him it stood for vamp life, like vampire life. That's his brand. But then Freddie Gibbs took offense to that years ago because he represents and reps, allegedly, the gang Vice Lords. So when he saw him throw up VL, he's like, you can't throw it up, blah, blah, blah. You're, what do they call it, set tripping, I guess you can kind of say. And then he got mad at that, and there was an altercation supposedly years ago that literally there were shots fired, I believe, from Freddie's camp to Jim Jones's camp. And now we have, as the story's being spoken about online, gossiped online because it's not facts yet. We got to still wait for the facts, but it could be facts. Who knows? They were both eating at Prime 112, and then Jim Jones saw Freddie Gibbs and then just approached him and kind of just went at him. And supposedly, they're saying he freaking picked up Freddie Gibbs and threw him on the wall.
Oh, my God.
Like, it was to that level and that point. And, like, saying, like, fuck Gibbs, like, going, like, off on him. And his boys were, like, punching him. But
Jim Jones is really hurt.
yeah, Jim Jones is definitely cut from a different type of cloth. But as far as, like, is it true or not, I do know that Jim Jones has been acting like nothing happened, right? As he should, technically, legally. And then is also rumored to drop a project called Prime 112 soon. So it's like, what the fuck? They're like, you're promoting. He's banned from that restaurant, which is a fact now. They announced that he's banned from it. And it's like, yo, this is so crazy. Like, it's like I like motherfuckers like, I guess living their raps.
Oh, I was about to say.
But it's like, I don't like this shit. Like, this is very, like,
unnecessary, bro.
yeah.
That's
and then
just
Jim
unnecessary.
Jones.
It's like you're trying to live up to
your name or your credit. Your credit.
Your credit. You
Your
have to
street cred.
like prove the people you're with and shit like that.
Yeah.
Bro, you was eating tranquilo. Now you fucked up your own food and his too. Like, come on, man.
Bro.
Not that serious,
comida
bro.
está fría.
Freddie was about to go in on that casserole, and then
Come
Jim
on,
Jones
bro.
just smacked him in the face.
Sure.
He couldn't finish his dinner. Very sad, man. Let the man finish his
I'd be
dinner.
tight, bro. I'm out eating and shit like that.
I could
and
just
then,
imagine it
like,
happening
come on,
too,
bro.
man.
I believe it. I believe it happened. We'll see, obviously, what else comes out from this. There's supposedly a video being rumored and fished around the industry. They're trying to sell it to someone for $8K. No one wants to pay it yet. We shall see.
Do you think he'll
I might
still
pay that
fight
shit myself.
academics? You think he'll still fight academics after that?
I do not know what's going to happen. I hope Freddie Gibbs doesn't go to jail because he's posting videos supposedly from his burner account with a gun, like trying to like after the occurrence and everything, trying to be like, I guess we don't go down, we don't lose wars. Put your ego aside, man. I hope it's not no deeper shit behind us that we don't know about, like on some like what do they call it, murder beef.
Yeah.
But even if it is, it's like, we're not in Iraq, guys. Let that man go. Put that shit aside because your life is gonna be done. This is not Iraq. This is not Iran. We're not even in Dubai. We're not. We're not.
What does that have to do? Bro, the crime happens anywhere, bro.
Oh yes, but they act like this, like they're
Especially
military.
What's happening here in Providence, man?
Yeah, yes, but I'm connecting it to war. You didn't get the
let's not
reference.
talk about the Providence shit too much. Yeah.
This nigga wants to get a shut up tonight. Jesus.
Mind your business.
Sneeze away from the mic, buddy. But yeah, it's very crazy. Yeah, Freddie, calm down. Jim, take it easy. You guys are very talented. You guys are reaching your peak, and you probably haven't reached it yet. Like rapping wise, you both still are getting better. You're still both getting critically acclaimed, like reviews upon dropping.
I don't think Jim Jones is getting better.
Jim Jones is, but it's subjective. But he definitely has been getting his most critically acclaimed projects literally within like the past 2 years. People have been loving the last Jim Jones projects, albums, mixtapes. But it's like the timing would be off. We have a horrible ending to the year already with all these deaths. And then Jim Jones also posted something after the DRAKEO the Ruler death, which was basically to summarize and reinstating his message of his classic line that always goes viral, where he was like, being a rapper is the most dangerous job in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I can see where that can be true, but I do not agree. Literally, it's one of the most dangerous, but that's not just being a rapper. I think just being famous. Being a rapper maybe because you are perpetuating that type of talk, but it depends what type of rapper you are.
Their background has a lot to do with it. Their past has a lot to do with it, bro. Your past is gonna haunt you no matter if you're fucking famous or not. If you was out there doing dumb shit, if you're famous, that shit's still gonna follow you. And guess what? If you did some dumb shit like, you know, murder, blah, 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 you're probably still gonna get clapped.
Yeah.
So, you know,
I agree.
keep that in mind. Your past has a lot to do with it.
Mm-hmm. It was bound to happen if it's gonna happen. So it's just like, I don't know. They gotta, and I get what he's saying, but it's like also him putting that message out there is also like you're putting it out there into the world, because bro, you say that, but you're still rapping, and you say that, but you just allegedly beat a nigga up in a restaurant in public. So it's like we gotta live up to these lessons and standards that we want to promote. It's like, bro, like what the hell? It's very hypocritical. But I wish Jim Jones the best. Yeah, he's someone I like when he talks. I listen to when he talks, and I like his interviews. But I hope he doesn't get caught up in more bullshit, because
Freddie Gibbs too, though.
Yeah, Freddie Gibbs too. But Freddie Gibbs always been joking. That's my thing with Freddie Gibbs. He's very much like an internet thug. Yeah. But I think he's a real thug and gangster in real life. Don't get me wrong. He's one of the best gangster rappers of all time. But he does a lot of internet thugging where he does like all these like bullying things, especially with academics and stuff. But it works for entertainment. But it's like, I don't want to see you actually die. So let's maybe entertain people less and let's stick to the bars. You know? So rest in peace, DRAKEO the Ruler. I like DRAKEO the Ruler's music. I liked when he came out. I always saw people talk about him. I was very much a fan of his sound and his like one-liners he does. It reminds me of Remble that went recently viral for like doing that little funny flow and like the little sort of Bay Area flow. Was that song more? Will he perform if he has money right in front of him? Something, money right in front of him.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but
It's Remble.
I don't know the lyrics.
It's Remble.
Yeah.
So he be having like that DRAKEO the Ruler flow, but DRAKEO the Ruler was like the guy that took that flow to like a new level. But E40, a lot of rappers had that flow, but I feel like DRAKEO the Ruler was like the leader of the new generation with that flow. Yeah. But yeah, that's why Drake collaborated with him though, because he saw a lot of potential in the guy. That guy was talented, very talented,
very original. Yeah.
So rest in peace to DRAKEO the Ruler. Moving on, let's talk about a man that almost died in front of our eyes. Tyron Woodley has been knocked out by Jake Paul for the first time. This was during their rematch. You gotta cut that shit short, nigga. During the rematch, Jesus Christ. During their rematch, the first fight, in my opinion, could have been argued as a tie. Tyron did his thing.
I feel like Woodley was in the lead going into the 6th round before he got knocked out.
Listen, man. Let's start some shit. I myself believe that shit was fucking rigged.
Oh yes, we had this talk, me and Marlon, slightly last night. So let's talk about it. So
come on.
For those who don't know, like I just stated, Jake Paul knocked out Tyron Woodley. Now, if you watch the footage of Jake Paul knocking out Tyron Woodley, and Tyron Woodley addressed it after in the press conference, the post-fight press conference, why he lost the fight, it was because of the fact that leading up to that moment, in my opinion, he was winning all the rounds. He was going hard, doing his thing, right? And he was guarding up. Yeah. He was boxing the way he should be boxing. But then he got caught with this monstrous fucking perfect jab by Jake that if he would have kept his arm up how he had it in that second before dropping it, he would have been able to sustain and push back on that punch and 100%. Not be knocked out. He might have still been a bit dazed, but he wouldn't have been knocked down to the ground. He wouldn't have
eaten that shit.
Yeah, let alone passed out to the point that he looked like he died. Like, it was worse than a Jake Paul knockout. I mean, than a Nate Robinson knockout, if we're being honest. potentially to some people, but to me it's confirmed. I think that's the knockout of the year amongst all boxing fights this year that happened. So congrats to Jake Paul for getting that. But like I stated,
100%.
putting the guard down in slow motion, conspiracy, how do you say
Conspiracies.
Conspiracy theorists are saying that it could have been rigged. Marloon.
Bro, listen.
Comments on it.
Okay. Have y'all watched, like how we was talking about last night, the slow-mo videos? Like,
Oh yeah, slow motion.
we already know everything with like the Jake Paul shit. Every time he fights, or people thinking that this and that. We know how he acts. We know about the whole like, some of their fights. Remember how we were talking about the other ones where like there's no knockouts type shit or blah 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 blah.
Mm.
And bro, if you seen the video, fuck, I wish I had the video. The video, again, I didn't see the full fight, so I don't really know if who's this guy, Woodley, was
Yes.
already fucking, just tired, done, whatever. But before he throws that fucking hit, he curls back his arm. And right when he does that and he's gonna swing, Woodley drops his fucking guard. You feel me? You're not gonna drop your guard.
I feel like he was overthinking it the whole fight though. Like he didn't seem comfortable.
Because it's like even if you, then again, I'm not a boxer or whatever. This is just me.
This is
But
just
like,
Marloon's opinion.
Yeah, if he would have thought that jab was coming to like his ribs or whatever, I get you would have like dropped your guard a little bit, but I don't think you would have dropped like everything, like block your whole fucking
Yeah.
face. You was probably gonna like try to hunch over and get like your shoulder, not your shoulder, your fucking elbow to try to take it or something.
Yeah.
I know.
You feel me? But he dropped the whole fucking guard and he gets fucking just slumped.
I mean that happens.
You
He
feel
saw
me?
he saw opening and he capitalized.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, I'm gonna have to find this fucking video, bro.
He got paid $2 million for the fight. I think he was gonna make that. Well, if he knocked Jake Paul out, he would have won $500,000 more. But he was gonna make $2 million, whether he won or lost the fight.
Look it up.
He won $2 million for his first fight with Jake Paul as well, I believe. And it's more than he's made in that one fight. I believe he made more than he made in his entire UFC career.
He had
My
Jake.
God,
Woodley
for
had
real?
Jake gushing. He
I
shoulda-
saw that, yo. He had a
shoulda
big ass fucking
capitalized,
opening
yeah.
on his
He
shit,
shoulda
bro.
he
capitalized on
opened
that
up
round.
his- yeah,
He
opened
didn't know
up
how to
his-
finish it off.
Yeah, he opened up his forehead, but very deeply. That shit looks like a
'Cause I
vagina.
feel like he
Peep that
stunned
shit, man.
Jake at a certain point, and he didn't capitalize. Like he just
Again, like I didn't see the fight,
no.
but
It was like around the 4th or 5th round, I believe. But yeah, just that came out of nowhere. He came in with a big power shot, like he was supposed to, man.
if you see it in normal speed, I get it.
Fast
right?
forward. Fast forward. There should be like a slow mo one. There's like 2 videos in one, I think.
They were clinching the whole fight, man. I feel like it started like becoming a real fight after the 3rd round. Cause the first couple rounds they were
Right
just
there.
clinching, man.
They didn't even show when he does the little curl.
Well, that's not. Well, you need a different angle.
Jab down. He tries to catch the punch in front. It's got to be the greatest months. I've knocked out every single person.
A
That's
little too cocky for a kid that hasn't fought a boxer yet. But hey, man, it's entertaining, I guess.
Hey, I would be that cocky too, though. You knocked the motherfucker out, though. That's the thing.
I'd be cocky
Well,
as
come
fuck
on,
too.
man. He's a UFC fighter. He doesn't. You didn't see him almost slam him.
Yeah, but he did knock him out.
It's like
he knocked everyone
muscle
out.
memory. He doesn't really.
He knocked out Ben Askren. He knocked out Nate Robinson. He knocked out
Askren
Woodley.
fight was insane.
So it's like that's where his cockiness comes from. He's always been very
I'd be cocky, man.
yeah, he's had a very like a strong ego.
Let's
but
see what happens when he fights Fury. Let's see what happens.
if he fight, he's not gonna fight Fury. That fight's not happening no more. Trust me. Especially after knocking out this nigga. Hell no, bro. Hell no, that's not happening. I do think he needs to fight a boxer to shut up the naysayers, because he would
Gotta
have
be
to
Fury.
win that, but then even after that, he would have
Fury's
to
got the
keep
name.
that. He would have to kind of keep that going to beat like more boxers, because that's what people want to see you do. You're a boxer, face boxers. He hasn't faced like an actual professional boxer yet. It's just people that become boxers to face him.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn. But he has been knocking them out, and he has been fighting really well, and he has been very fit. and he has been bringing the top-notch level promotion to every one of these fights so far, and he has been being Jake Paul to the highest extent. He's becoming more and more famous. It's like a non-stop train.
Yeah, he's bigger than his brother now.
He's bigger than his brother.
Yeah.
By far, very far. And he's bigger than any boxer because there's kids that know him that do not know or give a fuck about Canelo Alvarez, which is the best boxer in the world right now. But that is like the line of distinction there that happens right now in the culture of sporting events and these sort of like entertainment events because, okay, Canelo Alvarez is the number 1 earner this year for boxing. Jake Paul's the number 2 earner for boxing. But the number 1 boxer in the world is Canelo Alvarez. That's why he's the highest paid. But Jake is right there next to him. But obviously he does not have that record, nor does he have that experience. But it's so crazy. You've never seen nothing like this in the history of sports even, where someone with such little experience becomes actually in talks and like rubs kind of shoulders with the top dog. And it's crazy. And it's just because of word of mouth. It's not necessarily because of resume or genuine. He has had some blood, sweat, and tears, but definitely not no lifelong blood, sweat, and tears like these boxers that come up and would face a Canelo do. Because it's people who are literally since kindergarten boxing and gyms, like very young ages, their whole life. And this was not Jake Paul. So it's like, damn, I can see the bittersweetness that people feel. Like, he's good, but it's like, fuck him. He's kind of, but it's like, bro, at the end of the day, it's not like he's bad. He's actually being good. And it's like, I used to at first kind of go on the hate train, but it's like, I've fallen off the hate train because it's like, bro, this motherfucker doesn't stop. Like, I did not expect that to happen this Saturday. I did not expect him to knock out Tyron again. I really thought Tyron was going to win, let alone go all rounds and win. I thought he was going to knock Jake Paul out, but he didn't do that. So I was like, maybe at least all rounds, you know. And that shit did not happen at all. And if you watch the fight, you thought it was going to happen because he was winning the fight. And then Jake caught that nigga with that clean punch out of nowhere. So it's like, what the fuck is happening?
What round did he knock him out?
6.
The 6th round. Halfway through a regular fight, but they didn't do 12 rounds. They did 8 rounds. Yeah. So it was like 3/4 of the way.
Yeah.
So it was a shocker, though, I'm telling you. But that's why it was such a shocker that you're going to have people saying that it could be rigged. And guess what? It's not like it's impossible. It could have been because it is Jake Paul. He is the master marketer. And at the end of the day, what does Tyron Woodley have to lose if it is rigged? Nothing.
Come on.
Nothing.
Nothing.
He's one of the best UFC fighters of all time. He was a champion in his own right, in his own sport. And he went beast mode during his time. Recently, he's been falling off, but that's why he was retiring from the UFC. But now he's going to the boxing world, and he's decent. He's not bad.
I don't think it was rigged.
But
if it was,
it's like,
hey, man, conspiracies.
Money over everything at the end of the day. $2 million.
What are they, actors? What is this, Creed?
Listen, man.
They did that.
Listen, man. These
These
guys have been in
WWE.
front of cameras for many years.
Yeah, come on,
This
bro.
is not their regular. It's not their first time doing this.
You
Don't be surprised.
You gonna tell me?
Not be
Listen,
surprised.
I could hate the motherfucker in my fight, right? And I want to beat his ass. And they tell me, listen, we're going to give you fucking $3 million or some shit like that. Last these many rounds and get knocked out. I'm going to let that nigga knock me out.
Or pretend to get knocked out.
You feel me? I'm going to get that fucking money. I don't care. I'll walk into the ring and the first hook he throws, I'm knocked out. As long as I'm getting that money. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Nah, it's true.
I'm going to do it.
I won't go out there.
I'm going to do it.
And the best of the best boxers in the world and fighters in the world, there's some that have perfect records, yes. But even Canelo has a loss. And it's by arguably the GOAT. My GOAT, Floyd Mayweather. But it's like it's not a bad thing to lose. You know, if you lose, you lose. But now if you're losing a bunch of times, and that's when it's like motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you in boxing.
Getting folded every single time.
When your record is like odd, like not like you have like you have more losses than wins. That's when you gotta go home and go to sleep because you're gonna get concussions and you're gonna die.
They go put you to sleep
because they're not even gonna pay you for fights no more. You're just going into the ring to die. You know, and speaking of that, Jake did hint at that during an interview where he said that he's been suffering minor concussions ever since he started wrestling years ago, and he's always had like this random little like thing, like what do they call it? I think it's just minor concussions, like when you hit your head a lot. And then he said like he's been having minor memory loss, and then people are playing into the idea like, okay, that could be early signs for CTE, which is a major brain issue that happens to a lot of people, specifically that play head-on collision sports like football and boxing, especially in their later years. But he's so young. If he is dealing with CTE this young, that's a scary thing. But then again, if you watch his fights, it's like he gets hit, but he eats them shits. You know, but it doesn't mean he can't get CTE. He can still get CTE. He literally cut his fucking, it's like a vagina on his forehead. They cut his, Tyron's glove cut his glove so hard he has a vagina on his forehead, leaking blood, gushing.
Bro,
like,
that was a big opening.
It's like you cut a piece of meat open, like when you cut a steak open.
That was a big opening.
It looks so crazy. It's a big ass gash. Lord knows how many stitches he needs. He's probably gonna need glue, stitches, staples, all that shit in there. You know, that's right next to his brain.
Glue.
Yeah, nigga, you don't know that they glue shit? They be gluing shit. I'm not talking about no glue sticks.
Some super glue.
Surgical glue, buddy. Real deal glue.
Oh, nobody's gonna glue that shit.
Yeah, just trust me. Look it up. I watch a lot of shit online.
Alrighty then.
That was a bad. We gotta delete this. I gotta control these buttons. I gotta make sure what's going on.
I gotta do everything. Let's go.
That one was different. That one was different.
Yeah.
That was Jim Carrey. What was that?
Yeah, that's Jim Carrey.
Oh man.
Oh man.
That's not a good one. That's like, Jesus Christ. And for that, we're gonna have to move on. Pardon. We apologize for Edwin's button usage. It's gonna get better with time, guys. Just trust and believe us. Let's move on to some funny shit. Put the photo up behind us, Marlon, of Pete Davidson out in public with his tongue out with his gal and a fan. You know.
Wait, I thought they're not dating.
Listen, this is a fresh new photo, I believe, from last night. So they are dating.
I thought he was going out with Miley Cyrus.
I know, right? I don't know. We don't know what's happening. We don't know what's real
Damn,
anymore.
they sharing.
This is some other shit. I believe this was supposedly at the movie theater.
Are they watching Spiderman?
I believe so. There's a video. There's a link video that you can play right now as well. That fans are actually going up to Kim Kardashian when they see her in public. They saw her in public at the theaters as if she was maybe watching Spider-Man. And she was literally addressed to as if like...
Can you make this shit bigger now?
I don't even know. Just make sure the audio's on the bottom right. That's the main thing. Listen to this, guys. Listen to this.
Yo, Kim, Kanye's way better. I'm not even gonna hold you.
He said, yo, Kim, Kanye's way better. Press the next one, Mar. There's like something else, no? Oh, they say nothing? Yeah, they say nothing. But you see this nigga's jacket, though. You see Pete's jacket on the left, the green jacket? That's him. That's him from the other photo. So that's definitely them. So they're out. But it's weird to me. Like, I would never do that shit, bro. That's disrespectful.
What?
Like Kanye's better. Like that's kind of weird, man. Like, one thing is like Kanye fans being Kanye fans, like online, but like when you do that shit in person, like that's weird, bro. Like, leave that woman alone.
Yeah, we joke around with the whole P shit and all of that shit, but that is kind of like a force, though.
Like, I want her to leave Pete, but if I see her in public, I'm not gonna tell her, yo, leave that nigga Pete. She wants to be with Pete, let the nigga bitch be with Pete. Like, that's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, Pete got something that we don't got. And I'm forever jealous, and I'm always going to be jealous for the rest of my life for it. But guess what? I can't control that. I'm not Pete Davidson. You know, I want to be him, but I'm not him. You know, I would switch positions with him right now.
I wouldn't.
Listen, man, that's just crazy, though, to me. It's like, imagine that shit happening to you. Like, people come up to me, like, when I go to the mall, they take photos and shit, but then, like, for someone to come up to you and comment, like, on your personal life, like, or, like, to make a decision for you, like, oh, you should do this, like, yo.
Yeah.
It's like, calm down. Like, it's not that serious, like, bro.
What the fuck, is your life that good that you're making shit for me?
Nigga, that's weird, man.
Fuck.
That's weird. And this is happening, and meanwhile, we got Kanye fucking singing to the top of his lungs, crying out for Kim everywhere he goes, at every event, everything that he does. And this woman literally, it seems like she's definitely going to leave him, man. She filed to be single. And now there's a new report that she's saying that she finds it strange, like how he wants her back or something, alluding to the fact that it's like, whatever he did, if he did do something that caused her to, like, be definitive about this was like real. Like she's like judging people like it's like she's confused as to why he's even like trying to get her back almost.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the fuck that means. Like what the fuck did this guy do? I know he's definitely Kanye West, so you don't know what the heck is happening behind the scenes.
Right.
For it to reach that potential of for her to be like that, to like say like, yo, it's even strange that he's even trying to get back with me, and then literally still doing her thing with this man in public and shit. It's like, I do think that hints towards something. I wouldn't go up to her and be like, hey, get back with Kanye. But her just doing that, like going out in public with Pete Moore and like doing these things that is she a billionaire yet? No, right?
Her Kylie is. I don't know about
no, not
her.
Kim, right? But it's doing something that maybe like a typical you wouldn't think a millionaire would do, but she does it like on some shit because I guess you can do whatever the fuck you want, but it's like her going out in public. You know what I'm saying? She probably could have called like who knows what strings she could pull. She could probably afford to have the whole Spider-Man cast perform the whole fucking movie in front of her, but she's like, oh no, I'm gonna go out in public with Pete. Fuck it.
That must suck, man. Honestly.
But then Kanye is doing his shit public, so it's like, fuck it, public for public, tit for tat, right? But it's like, damn, man, I do feel sad for Kanye, but I do feel sad for her in a sense where it's like if it reaches the level where motherfuckers want to bully her out in public, it's kind of pathetic.
Yeah.
Like leave her the fuck alone. Like that shit. It reminds me of like when like PETA does shit when I think they stopped doing it. Well, no, they might still do it.
Oh,
like they throw, what is it they throw on people? They throw like blood. Like when someone's wearing like a fur coat and shit, like they throw blood. Like you're killing animals. And they randomly see them in public and throw blood on them and then ruin their outfit and shit. Like that shit happens all the time. It almost reminds me of that. Like when you're trying to like be that up front and like, oh, they're here in front of me, so let me take advantage of this moment and like share my opinion and almost like physically encounter them.
It's not like they're forcing their opinion upon them. It's not even sharing it.
Yeah.
They're shoving that shit down their fucking throat.
Or like, let's have a convo. Well, let's have a conversation. More like the PETA shit because they're an organization, so they can do that. Like, let's have a conversation, but they just straight up like throw blood, And there's rumors that some of them aren't PETA, they are PETA. I don't know, but it's definitely PETA affiliated, from what online says. And if it's not, hey PETA, if you're listening, come over here and explain it in person. Let's have one of your representatives talk to us, But moving forward, in other Kanye West news, Big Sean has come out publicly, finally addressing the Kanye West disrespectful act, I would say. Publicly disrespectful act. He literally picked up an RIP sign during his Drink Champs interview, Kanye West, and referenced it to what he would say on his grave. Like, this is or a tombstone. What do you call it? Like a
tombstone.
Tombstone. This is my tombstone on my grave. It would say the worst thing I did in my life was sign Big Sean. And that shit hurt me, and I'm not even Big Sean. So imagine how Big Sean felt. So Big Sean, the day that the interview was released, was already getting called by Nori to be invited for Drink Champs. Supposedly Nori was like, this is not for that. It was already slated, but now you have something else to talk about. And if you watch the new Big Sean interview, it really leans towards that because it's like almost 4 hours, like 3.5 hours. But then the majority of the interview in the beginning, it's like Big Sean's life story. Very dope. I love the interview. And then towards the end, they saved like the Kanye talk almost on purpose because they don't want to be like, yo, this is like, we respect you. Like, this is your interview still. You know what I'm saying? It's not just for the clickbait shit that's going to happen. But we are going to get to that. But let's pay respects to you and give you your flowers. So I love that interview. If you guys haven't watched it, go check it out. Everyone is really dope, especially Big Sean. I do think that he deserves his respect in the midst of his sort of like, what you would call it. I don't know. Like his sort of like slow momentum right now. He's still putting shit out. He's still getting attention, but it's definitely not up there like how it could be, but he's still fucking Big Sean at the end of the day, right? And then they talk about specifically his issues with Kanye West. So for those who don't know, this is Big Sean's side of the story, and this was what Big Sean was talking about. He's saying, if you watch the Kanye clips, Kanye called him out for not supporting him in his like political race and during the Trump times and all that stuff. According to Kanye, he didn't support him, Big Sean, right? And aside from that, it was all towards alluding because Kanye wasn't too concrete, but it was like alluding towards loyalty. But then Big Sean literally combated all the shit that Kanye said, and he combated it with facts, and he broke it down really well, in my opinion. And it made Kanye look kind of like, yo, like people already thought like, oh, he might be jumping the fence here, like what you're the worst thing you've done in your life. Like we love Big Sean, he's not that bad. He's might be not too good now, but then if you listen to the Big Sean thing, it validates that even more. That feeling of like, damn, Kanye was wrong, because Big Sean says he hired an auditor. That for those who don't know what an auditor is like a legally going through, for lack of better terms, like going through your receipts of everything you've done. So for him being signed to Def Jam, under Good Music and Def Jam, during his record label years or record contract years and stuff, he hired the auditor to look at every single expense and every single, what do you call it? Expense. And what's the opposite of expense? I forgot. The earnings, expenses and earnings, everything that came out of his pockets or from his contract, right? Mm-hmm. And they narrowed it down to Big Sean being owed by Good Music, or whoever was in charge of the situation at Good Music, in total around $6 million, like around there. So he gave a number, and then Big Sean was like, yo, to be honest, man, like think about it. That's life-changing money. Like that would change my life right now. I have money. I want to invest in things, but it's like $6 million is $6 million. And he's like, Kanye West is up like $5 billion, you know? So it's like, that's not money for him. It's pocket change, right?
Yeah.
But then that's where it's like Kanye's thing was more like about loyalty. But then Big Sean addressed the loyalty. Whereas like, bro, I was basically the face of Good Music. He, obviously, this is something that I can argue a bit, right? Because let's take Kanye West out the equation, right? For Good Music, the label. Let's say, in your opinion, Malone, think of all the artists. Let's state the artists first before we break it down. So we have who was signed to Good Music. We know 2 Chainz, Common, right? I guess. But let's take Common. Common doesn't count, I think, because Common, he was big before the Good Music signing. Let's not count Common. Let's younger acts. Travis Scott. But this, I would say, even Travis Scott, he counts, but it's kind of prior to Astroworld and stuff. It was like an early Travis. So early Travis.
Big Sean, Big Sean was, yeah,
okay. Exactly. So you got to compare them, like early Travis, 2 Chainz, Big Sean. I feel like I'm leaving someone out that was, Sci-Hi. But Sci-Hi is like, nah, big artist. No. He's a writer.
Yeah.
Tiana Taylor, she didn't really have her Big Sean moments. So it's like Big Sean was like, yo, I literally had the label on my back. So it's like,
out of the people you named, Big Sean would have been the biggest one.
Yes.
And
we all remember his verses.
Big Sean and 2 Chainz, but a lot of the times they work together and Big Sean would outshine him.
You remember, what was that song? Mercy. Lamborghini Mercy. With Big Sean's hook and Big Sean's verse, like opening the song.
Click.
Yeah, Click. Click was a big one. Ain't nobody. That was Big Sean's hook too.
Yeah.
So it's like, I do see it where it's like Sean is right, man. So even with the loyalty, it's like, it's just a miscommunication. At the end of the day, they got to sit down and talk, right? But it's sad for Kanye to say the motherfucker was the worst
Kanye
thing.
Forced it, bro. Forced it. You can say loyalty,
I would never
whatever.
do that to my
bro,
niggas.
if I don't agree with your political views and shit,
yeah,
my whole loyalty, I'm going against you fully. That's not how it is. You feel me? It's not like Big Sean. You signed him and shit like that, and guess what? He fucked your girl right after or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, and listen.
He didn't fucking agree with your political views.
And
I don't agree with
your
political views.
A lot of people didn't. I didn't.
You feel me?
I didn't agree with his. But listen to this. But Big Sean, right? He didn't confirm whether he necessarily did or not, right? You can say he kind of probably didn't, because who knows? Mm-hmm. But aside from like what he genuinely felt, his loyalty, listen to these 2 facts. The first person to ever tweet on Twitter, Kanye West for president, was Big Sean in 2012. And that tweet is still up. It says hashtag Kanye West for president.
Yeah.
In 2012. Aside from that, Big Sean has confirmed that he was there with Kanye when they went to visit Trump. He was there on the plane with Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. He went to visit Trump with them. Really? So he was there.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, like these are things that it gives you more perspective. Is like, I get it, man. The guy is like, we cannot let this guy be sort of like bullied or whatever the energy is, like being little, what do they call it, little broed? When someone's like little broed, like being little broed by Kanye, belittled by Kanye.
Yeah.
Because he's speaking his facts. And it's like, it's honest. I believe him. If you watch the interview, you can believe him. It's like, I don't think that motherfucker's lying. It would be hard for, if he's lying, then give that motherfucker a Grammy. Or not a Grammy, Oscar. give him a Grammy too. I think he won a Grammy before for last One Man Can Change the World. I used to love that song.
Yeah, song smacks.
But it's crazy, man. The fact that this is happening. I mean, play the clip, Marlon. Actually, I think I put 2 clips. Now that I think about it, because I want people to actually see. You can kind of see the sincerity in his eyes.
Hold up, I'm trying to open this shit.
There's 2. There's 2 short ones I screen recorded and put.
I feel like I'm the only one who stayed.
Shit, I don't want to open them.
Oh yeah.
Hold
It was a personal.
I think I got it.
Affected me personally. Because I feel like I'm the only one who stayed that long for good music. So yeah, it was a personal. It affected me personally, bro. And
I'd be.
You know, he texted me the next day and said, "I want to meet with you and your mom to begin healing on both sides." And I was angry.
That's Big Sean. But some people hate him, but I love him.
I feel like I'm the only one who stayed that long for good music. So yeah, it was a personal. It affected me personally, bro. And you know, he texted me the next day and said, "I want to meet with you and your mom to begin healing on both sides." And I was angry.
So he did. That's such a Kanye thing to do, though. That's such a Kanye thing to do.
He just dogged this shit, and now he's just fucking.
Bro, and he probably felt like, yo, I dogged him. Damn, I might have teed, but let me not apologize. Let me. I want to meet with his mom and family to begin healing on both sides, which sounds perfect. But nigga, this man apologize first or call him. I don't know, like handle that differently. But then Big Sean, I think didn't even respond yet because he was so heated. He's still heated. But then he's like, nah, reflecting. Now this clip, play it too.
He's like trying to downplay what the fuck he.
Because I feel like that's where a lot of.
And by the way, I was there today when he met with Trump on the plane with him.
Get out of here.
See, so it's like you could just see, yeah, you could just hear and feel the honesty and sincerity. You heard Nori, get out of here. Nori was so shocked about everything that Big Sean was saying. He thought he was almost lying.
Nori stays on that shit.
And he was almost like kind of not riding for Kanye. I think Nori, now I'm looking back at it, he was trying to be sort of as like the interviewer, a bit more neutral. But he did recently hang out with Kanye for mad days and like did the interview with Kanye. They were kicking it. So he was kind of a bit, I would say a little bit biased towards Kanye.
Still though, that statement is so fucked up though.
Yeah.
That statement is too much.
Bro, in the visual. Sean, yeah. I think it was there. He was kind of joking at Nori, like, why is it still here? The tombstone. Like, it was there. Yeah. And he grabbed it. It's like, why is this shit like...
Yeah.
And then Nori was like, no. That was during Halloween. It was a Halloween episode. Don't worry about it. But it's like, come on. They knew, right. Big Sean was coming. They could have taken that tombstone out of there. Like, yo, that's crazy. If I was him, I would have snapped that shit in half. Because that's the foam. That's the foam ones that they sell at Dollar Tree, if I'm not mistaken. So... That's crazy, man. I hope that they reconcile. I think they will. You know, it's not that much money for Kanye. I know that. But I think money aside is like, I think it's bigger than money. Like, Kanye seems to be very heavy on that loyalty thing because Big Sean is the blueprint hip-hop come-up story.
Yeah.
You remember his story, right, where he rapped at a radio station and... No. He was free. He went to a radio station because he heard Kanye was there. He chased him down, I think outside the radio station, like down the steps, like leaving the radio station. Mm-hmm. And then he caught Kanye and he rapped to Kanye. And then Kanye was like, yo, rap to me while we're walking, while we're leaving. And he kept rapping to him. And then he's like, oh, I'm going to be in touch, whatever, right? Yeah. Or like blah, blah, blah. And then he didn't hear from Kanye for months. Mm-hmm. And this is pre-social media. So it's not like, it's like impossible to like even check like, if Kanye's even really talked about you or like even hinted like, so it's like all up in the air.
Yeah.
And then months later he reaches out to him and then signs him. So then his life changes. But then Big Sean was very optimistic. He didn't do shit really, like he didn't change his plans or nothing. He really was like waiting for the Kanye cosign that he knew was, he really felt like he was going to reach out for real.
Yeah.
And then Kanye really did. And then look at Big Sean's life now and career now. So... it's almost like father-son vibes, like a very like, yo, like I put you on literally like, and he says it like I owe my whole career to Kanye. But it's like, that doesn't give you the right to disrespect the man publicly and be like, this is the worst shit that's happened in my life.
The one question in loyalty now should be Big Sean.
Yeah. That's what I would say. That's what I would do if I was Sean. You know, because at the end of the day, that's some real shit right there. And Kanye is not like that type of person, I think.
He said that shit publicly.
So I was caught off guard.
You feel me?
It was
publicly,
raw.
bro.
It was very raw.
You feel me? That wasn't like, yo, Kanye texted me and he told me this and this. No, he said this shit to the fucking world.
Yeah, that was raw. He said a lot of shit during that interview, but that one was so raw.
Quote unquote jokingly. But I didn't. Come on, that wasn't jokingly, bitch.
That's not something you joke about.
Come on, bro.
That's not something you joke about.
Like what?
Trust
come on.
me. There's
if I was Big Sean, bro, I would have throw hands with me right now. You feel me?
Yeah.
Come on.
Big Sean be boxing. He could probably knock Ye out.
Probably.
You know, but Ye been thicky. Ye been getting thicky too. Ye been getting thicky. He been going to the gym and like having his little arm vibe. So
fix up his jaw.
Yo, knock some sense into him. But I hope they figure it out. You know, let's not have Kanye and Big Sean have a fight at Prime 112. Oh I don't want to see Kanye throwing Sean on the wall. That doesn't need to happen at the end of the year. But let's see if Kanye and Big Sean are on Barack Obama's song list. Put the music list on the screen, Marlon.
Gotcha,
behind
pal.
me. So Barack Obama has done this ever since he was president. His first, what do they call it? His first.
He has two lists.
His first reign. What do you call that? His first run or his first term?
His first term
was it 2012? He did 2012 to 2016 and 2016. No, 2008, right? From 2008 to 2012.
Yeah.
And then 2012 to 2016, and then Trump came 2016.
Damn, it's been that long.
Yo, time's flying by us.
Fuck.
But this is why people still kind of care about like what Obama says, because he represents like a very like
he was a cool dude, bro.
Coolness and like elegance to like being a president.
Cool.
Putting his policies and shit aside. Because they're all killers at the end of the day. They're all killers. Yeah. They're all murderers. These politicians.
Put the fucking politics aside. He was a cool.
Obama's
he seemed
Obama.
to be a cool dude. Bro.
I would hang out with Obama.
100%.
Now looking at this list, it confirms again why I would hang out with Obama. He's a very eclectic guy. Look at the range. So this is page 2. We can start at page 2 though. He listens to Yebba. Shout out to Yebba.
Yeah.
Boomerang. He listens to Isaiah Rashad. And not even a song with a feature, because sometimes it'd be like a feature on it that like maybe like a
makes
big name.
Makes the song a little bit better.
And that someone like Obama might check it out because it has like Kendrick on it. I'll listen to it. It's Isaiah Rashad by himself. So shout out to Isaiah Rashad. I like that song a lot too, Headshots. Shout out to Isaiah Rashad. Volví by Aventura and Bad Bunny. Wow.
Yeah.
Not a great song in Aventura and Bad Bunny's discographies, but definitely a moment this year.
It was a moment, 100%,
and definitely something that I would not expect Obama to wake up in the morning and put his suit on to. I don't know what is he doing with this when this song comes on.
He's out there chilling, bro.
He might be smoking a blunt.
Maybe.
I think he smokes weed. He gives me weed smoking vibes.
Yeah.
And I'm not being racist. I'm just saying he's cool, because motherfuckers might think I'm racist. I'm not racist. He's not racist either, because he listens to all types of shit. And then we got some other artists. I'm not going to say their names because I don't know them. But I will say, I do know Cardi B and Lizzo. Rumors. All the rumors are true, yeah. What they do, yeah. Obama listens to that? That might have been the record label paying him for this one. I don't think Obama wakes up to Lizzo. And I'm not being, I'm not judging her weight. I'm not judging her weight. I'm not doing none of that.
That's crazy how if people think if they don't listen to Lizzo or whatever, that's the first thing they come up with, bro.
They be like, oh, you don't listen to fat people?
It's because she's big.
Whoa.
No, bro. What the fuck? Bro. The fact that you think that off bat, come on. What the fuck,
I think
bro?
she's kind of sexy, bro.
She got something going on.
Fucking destroy that ass. MO3 and Murray, out of nowhere. MO3, rest in peace, MO3. He passed away, right? MO3 passed away. The artist that passed away this year, one of them, early on this year.
Oh, shit.
And then we know Murray.
Yes.
Shout out to Murray. Murray is like, wow, winning all, Grammy nominated, on tour with J. Cole, and now Obama listens to your music? Bro, the bag, the price is different for the bag.
Mitski's yippee.
Yeah, a couple of these names. Let me see. I know Lil Nas X. That's a fact. But again, maybe the label played for this one. But Call Me by Your Name. That's not. This was a big song this year. Let's not act like it wasn't.
No. Yeah, 100%.
It was a big song in the midst of the video controversy with the devil and the blood. It was a big record. Nas, I love this song with Lauryn Hill off the KD2. Beautiful, beautiful record and beautiful album. That makes sense. Farruko.
Yeah.
Bro,
that shit plays on the English radio all the time. 94.5,
phenomenal record.
106 all the time.
But Obama,
I can see that. Come on, everyone knows that fucking
bro,
song.
he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. And then everyone else, I know John Baptiste. I know Cleo Soul. And I know Little Sims. That's dope. Okay. That's like a B-side. Everyone else is very like, I don't know these people.
Yeah.
But then it's like, that's what like is more believable to me. I don't think he's lying in general, if I'm being honest. Jokes aside. This definitely
No, why would he be lying? The thing is like, he doesn't have to do this. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
No one's like,
I wonder what Barack Obama's favorite
year?
music is going to be.
He
this
didn't
year.
drop his list yet.
Yeah,
Ugh,
you feel me?
Fuck, the year's not the same. I don't think people are thinking that.
Nah.
It's like fun. It's like we get an incentive.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to do this. You know.
I don't think he's getting paid for it.
But definitely, if you name these names, Mood Mokhtar, I would think he listens to that. I don't know who that is, but it sounds like something he would listen to. I'm not being racist. Mitski, I do not know who that is.
I've heard of Mitski.
I heard of Mitzi. I think she ran the comedy club in L.A. before she passed away. A legendary comedy woman, but that's not her. So I don't know who Mitzi is.
I think Mitski.
Oh, we
Mitski
skipped
is,
Spice.
R&B.
Spice, Sean Paul, and Shaggy. That was a big Jamaican record this year. Dance Hall. Shout out to Spice, Sean Paul, and Shaggy. Okay, so I do know that one. But then everyone else is like, White Oak, Allison Russell, Genesis Owls, Brandy Carly, Duran Jones, Ade Era Victoria. Whoa. Who are these? Are they independent? Are they down the block?
A lot of variety.
Or are they major and we don't know what the fuck? Maybe we should listen to these songs.
Yeah.
Maybe he should make this a playlist and we can actually press play on it.
I'm going to have to look into it because if he put it out there, it's because, you know.
And if these are unknown artists, he might just be putting niggas on.
Mm-hmm.
So now that's a thing too. You know, because I'm pretty sure whoever listens to Adia, Victoria, Magnolia Blues probably doesn't listen to Murray. And whoever listens to Murray doesn't listen, vice versa. So the man has an incredible mix in his palette of sounds. I'm shocked by this list every year. It gets pretty wild every year, these Obama list. But share your opinion if you're watching on YouTube. Do you agree with the Obama list? Rate his list 1 through 10. Is it 5 stars? Is it very good? I don't know.
Let us know what we should listen from it.
Yeah. Is he like, is it a reach? Is there someone here we should cancel on this list? I don't know. You guys let us know. I know Lil Nas X had his moment, but Obama's riding with Lil Nas X. There's no DaBaby or Tory Lanez on this list. Thank God, because that would have been controversial. We would have to kind of question Obama's decisions here. Like what's happening right here?
Yeah.
What are you doing with your days? But moving on, let's talk about. We can keep it on the political. In the last political topic, Kamala Harris played a clip. Marlon, there's a link on it for an Instagram clip. She was a guest host on Charlamagne the God's show on Comedy Central. Congratulations to Charlamagne the God, because this has become now his biggest episode, and I think it's gonna be, a well-rounded achievement for his resume, because this show is brand new. It started on Comedy Central, but it was kind of getting mixed reviews, and now he's got this moment on his show. Press play.
Come on, Charlamagne.
I really,
Come on. It's Joe Biden.
I can't tell sometimes.
No. It's Joe Biden. It's Joe Biden.
It's Joe Biden.
Don't start talking like a Republican.
Pause it there.
About asking whether or not he's
Don't start talking like a Republican about asking whether or not he's a president or not. Whoa.
Sensational.
She really pulled out her this is high school Kamala. This is her old bag. She got into her old bag. For those who do not know, there's been controversy behind the scenes with Kamala Harris because she hasn't even been seen. People haven't seen her. She hasn't done interviews. Like, she's kind of like gone ghost. And then there's been people from her team specifically, because when you're vice president, you're designated your own team aside from the president's team. and her own team has been like getting fired. There's been like weird things. Like it's like what the fuck is happening with Kamala? And then you have obviously the Republicans using it against her, like, you know, Kamala, blah, blah. What Obama used to have a funny name for her. I forgot what it was. Not Obama. Trump used to have like a funny name for her. I forgot what it was. But it's like, aside from the political things aside, it is a fact that she has been kind of ghost. And now we have her popping up from one of her first appearances in a while, and it's on Charlamagne the God's show. And Charlamagne the God is someone that's very cut dry. He's kind of taken away from that a bit in his journalism in the recent years, right? But he's still that guy that a Travis Scott would call up, yo, let me sit down and talk to you. It's Charlamagne the God. He almost like a female Oprah kind of vibe. Like, there's not no one else really in that world that you can say like a male perspective and a black and like actually knowledgeable and it would kind of press you. It's Charlamagne the God. But it's not like she didn't know what the fuck I would think she signed herself up to get this interview by Charlamagne the God. So he goes and asks her, because again, now there's politics. There's always something happening in politics. That's what politics is. It's 24/7, every second, every 60 seconds of the day. We have Joe Biden being questioned, his policies, everything as of late, the gas prices, the mask mandates. But then Joe Manchin is the guy that has been pulling the strings behind the scenes, not necessarily Joe Biden, but someone who has a role and has a valuable opinion in ranks. Like his title, whatever his title is important enough for him. If he wants to say some shit or push some buttons, it can make it happen aside from being the president. Like, you know, I got to be the president, right? So his joke and question to her, but it's actually sarcastic, but he's being serious. He's like, so who's the is Joe Biden not the president no more? Who's the president? Is it Joe Manchin or Joe Biden? And she got so insulted. Nigga, she hasn't shown this energy. She should be showing this energy for everything that happens in everything. When someone asks her a question about policies and shit, I would want to see this energy from her. But she's on some shit where she was ready to knock this nigga out. Play it back a bit. Let's see the 0 from 100 energy. She really turns it up a notch. Not a notch, a couple notches. This was crazy.
Real president of this country, is it Joe Manchin or Joe Biden, Madam Vice President?
Come on, Charlamagne. It's Joe Biden.
I can't tell sometimes.
No.
It's Joe Biden. That's twice.
It's Joe Biden.
That's 3 times.
And don't start talking like a Republican about asking whether or not he's president. It's Joe Biden.
Do you think Joe Manchin
4
is a
times.
problem?
It's Joe Biden.
5 times.
And I'm vice president, and my name is Kamala Harris.
We know. It's like,
So
that's obvious. That's not what he's saying.
Joe Manchin.
That was crazy. She said that shit 5 times. She stuttered a couple, so you can maybe add 6, 7 times she said that it was Joe Biden. We know it's fucking Joe Biden, and we know you're Kamala Harris. But then also to be like, it's very sad for her to say that don't start thinking like a Republican, because this is the problem with politics. It separates people all the time. It's like almost designed to separate us because of our opinions and our way of lives and the way we want to be. Because it's like, how are you going to say, like, don't, this nigga, the buttons so funny. How are you going to say,
timing,
don't start thinking like a Republican?
Don't touch me.
Don't start thinking
You're
like
sick.
a Republican. Yeah, Edwin's spreading corona in the studio. We're gonna have to detox this whole shit when
You
we're done.
should have your mask on. Same way I had the mask on in your car.
Ooh. Oh, for the airport ride. Damn.
It's Joe Biden.
It's Joe Biden. Who's the president?
Can we talk about something
Fire
else, bro?
it!
I fucking hate this politics shit. Fuck.
Listen, man.
Bing bong.
For those who cared, comment down below. Share your opinion. How do you guys feel about Kamala Harris putting on her Timberland boots and speaking with her fucking chest hairs for once and letting her nuts hang? Or letting that clit hang.
God.
Let your clit hang low till it wobble to the flow. That Kamala clit's legendary. God bless her. Listen, I like that she's a black woman and a woman and the vice president. Historic. I felt like emotional when she actually got this role. But aside from that, it's up in the air. I swear to God. So who is the vice president? Like,
hey man, God bless the whole politics shit. Okay.
Malu hates that
Fuck.
shit. Don't bomb our houses and do not come to our front steps, FBI, federal agents.
Give a fuck about that whole politics.
Do not
shit.
flag our channel either. This is just opinions on some facts, though. But moving forward, let's talk about this motherfucking virus has taken the world by storm. The Omarion is here.
He
And
keeps
the
calling it
Omarion,
The Omnicron.
He keeps calling it Omarion.
Omarion has left B2K and has joined the World Health Organization to disrupt it. He's like a villain. Omarion's career, the trajectory, I've never seen nothing like this in my life. He's worse than the Green Goblin.
He blew up, bro.
Bro, Omarion is in everyone's lungs. Listen, they're stating that now, amongst active COVID cases, 2/3, I believe, of cases are the Omarion. Bro, that's crazy.
That's a lot.
I remember last week, it was reported that I think 10% of the cases were the Omarion. Now is the majority. It's like, what type of drastic jump is this? And people are saying, and people who are actually in hospitals and stuff, actual hospital workers, have seen and witnessed the actual people that go into the hospitals and compare them to the people that went into the hospitals prior to the Omarion variant. They see the difference in the people. It's very worse, and it's very much more serious. And hospitals are again being flooded and overfilled by patients. And it's looking like we might go to shutdown part 2. Mask mandates are back in, I think, all the states of New England.
I'm with it.
As of yesterday, Massachusetts. As of today, Rhode Island. You have to wear a mask everywhere you go. And for some places that are lenient, it's not that they're lenient like, oh, you could come in without a mask. You can come in if you have proof of being vaccinated. Both shots, at least, not the booster, for the vaccine. Now, this is where my issue with that lies. And this is where motherfuckers want to be weird and shit, but let me drive the boat, like Meg Thee Stallion says. I do not care.
That was Kodak Black.
Yes, Kodak originated it. Fuck you, Meg. But, not fuck you, but you know what I mean. Give the credit to where it's due, Mr. Super Gremlin. Yeah. When it comes to this, listen. There's an issue happening because people need to realize the fact that you can get vaccinated. Yes. I personally got vaccinated. I'm not telling nobody what to do. You can be vaccinated or not vaccinated. It's all up to you, right? I got vaccinated. I got both. I'm very hesitant about the booster. I might not get it. If I do get it, it'll be next year. But next year is next week. Am I getting it next week? No. Maybe deep into next year. Maybe 6 months in. I'll see how I feel. If bodies start dropping, I do not want to be hesitant because you can't reverse the vaccine. So I'm good with my 2 so far. But right now, there's a lot of cases, and it almost feels like, statistically, I'm not sure if it is, but it feels like if you know and you're out here in the world and you're talking to people, it feels like the majority of the cases are people who are vaccinated who have COVID. And it's like, what the fuck is happening? And it's specifically that fucking new variant, Omarion, being fucking Omarion, and being like everywhere. And then it's like, we don't know what to do. Like, we don't know if like a regular test detects it or doesn't it. Like, there's like so much confusion with it. And even if you try to look up some questions, it's like so all over the place. But what I do know is this. I think that we necessarily need to not be against the vaccine or like the promotion of this. That's fine. But we need to add into this messaging, this line of messaging and everything that we want to post and promote and just share our opinion to follow the mob and blah, blah, blah. How about you motherfuckers talk about your health? Let's advertise for being healthy, for actually being clean, doing these things that, whether it's the Omarion or God forbid cancer, your body is prepared for. Because if we don't fucking do these things, that's why, unfortunately, even in my own family and friends, I've had people that I know pass away from COVID, and people didn't really expect it. You know, rest in peace, Podila, my uncle Podila from my uncle-in-law, basically. But he passed away, and people, you know, they knew he had COVID, but he was having struggling to breathe, right? But he's heavier set. But you can argue he probably definitely was, by legal terms, probably was obese, right? But the man, he was struggling, and one day he didn't wake up. Unfortunately, he didn't wake up, and it's still shocking to me and his close family members. Very shocking, but it was like that's a actual in-person example of millions of people, potentially millions of people, what could happen because you don't know what's going on in your body. You're not taking care of yourself already, and then you get hit with the COVID, and then the shit does its job. It takes you down. And it's scary because we have people like, you can still be vaccinated, you can still get it. But then people are not really focusing on the health. And it's very frustrating to me. And I get it because it's like, it's not sexy. It's not like cool. Like when Michelle Obama tried her best to promote like healthiness and like going to the gym and then kids exercising every day and stuff. It was almost like laughed at a bit and not taken as seriously as it should have, right? She tried her best to do her campaign and stuff, but then maybe that campaign could have been done better, in my opinion. Like you gotta involve people that people care about. You gotta involve these big names and shit that motherfuckers care about. Like when they buy a Rolex is a thing. Like when little baby buys a Rolex, people care and this and that. Why don't you get these people on board with the worldly issues that matter day to day? Because their health matters, right? Who gives a fuck about a Rolex? It's more about, are you going to wake up tomorrow? Oh, you struggled last night to sleep because you were having a weird cough. And, a week later, you found out you had COVID. God forbid you'd even go to the hospital to get checked. Who knows what would have happened to you? But it's like that thing that we sort of like surpass all the time because I think it's the media's fault. We keep promoting this mask and this shit, which I get it. But it's like there's other shit, man. Like this Omarion really is going to take over. I really think it's going to do its thing. At first, I was like, 10%, all right. But that was last week. I saw that shit last week. Now they're talking about 2/3 of the fucking cases, you know. And I know people are going to correct me in the comments with the stats and shit, so do so. You know, inform us. What are the actual numbers? How's it looking? You know, at the end of the day, fuck my opinion and fuck everyone's opinion because we don't even know who to believe because the own head of fucking health, what's his name, Dr. Fauci, says one thing 1 month and then the next day says something else, but then he does have a hard job. So it's like, I would fucking hate to be in charge of the health of an entire fucking country. Like what type of role? I don't want that job. You can pay me whatever. I'm not taking that job. That's a horrible job, but it is his job. So then people depend on his fucking advice and his fucking things, but he says this and then it is that. So who knows? But I do know that the Omarion is out here, is really here. So take care of yourselves, people. Take care of yourselves. Is real deal. Shout out to my favorite sport, basketball. It seems like it might end early. The entire season might get shut down because there's 70 plus. Let me get the actual number. Omarion, motherfucker, you're at it again. There's around, what's the NBA article? I want to actually state the actual facts. Okay. More than 70 players sidelined in protocols. That means, in NBA terms, they have COVID. Because what the NBA does is they don't say, this player has COVID. What they say is, LeBron James has entered the health and safety protocols. Kyrie Irving has now entered the health and safety protocols, which means they're doing quarantine, whatever they got to do under the NBA's fucking policy, right? But it's people catching COVID. So more than 70 players have COVID. 5 games have been postponed this week as of this morning. That's 5 fucking games, right? We're not in the playoffs yet, but we're damn near about to get there. Next year is coming, is approaching, right? And we have these players specifically that play in states where it's like New York and stuff. That is a major issue because they have the mask mandates, they have the vaccine mandates and stuff more urgent than other states. For example, Kyrie Irving, he can play. They said that they want him to play now, like mandatory, like they want him back because a bunch of the players, like other than Kyrie, that are already on the team have been catching COVID and shit, and like their team has no players. Like it's getting bad, right? But Kyrie is supposedly being allowed to potentially play in like the other states. Like if they go face, I don't know, I don't want to say the wrong state, but let's say they face like the the Minnesota Timberwolves. Maybe in Minnesota you don't need a vaccine or nothing. Kyrie would come off the bench and play for that game. But then if they go back to the East Coast or the LA, wherever they can't play, that he can't play. So it's like, what the fuck is this? At this point, you motherfuckers just got to shut down the fucking, or pause the fucking season. But they don't want to do that because two things. Money. There's so much money. Everything's about money. I get it. Second, last year, pre-pandemic, was sort of led to the pandemic fully happening, like the shutdown, was the NBA shutting down. When they shut down, it was the first sport to do so, the first professional sport to do so. Then every other sport followed. And then everywhere, every organization, every event, everything got canceled, every concert. It was a domino effect. It was the one that made everything tumble, right? The NBA's decision. So they're almost like the, what would you call it? The prime example or like the leader of this, right? The precipice, the epitome of what it is to kind of push through the pandemic. And then they had the bubble season. Like they played literally in a bubble, like a fucking hub that the players only could be in. And then that shit came out perfect. They executed it perfectly. And that was another example of like, this is how we should do it, right? This is how we should do things. But now the 70 plus players, bro, like I get notifications like today I got like 2 notifications. Like every fucking hour it seems like there's a new player being like positive with COVID. So it's like, yo, we got to shut the fucking shit down at this point. Like, it's not even fun. I don't even watch the games no more because I don't even want to watch them because there's someone missing. The game's postponed. It starts late. It's like, what the fuck is this? It's not even entertaining no more. And, like, I get it, but it's like, fuck, bro. Like, this year was supposed to have, like, a big game, the Christmas game. I want to say it's the Nets versus the Lakers, right? But it's like, we don't know who the fuck is going to play. So it might be just bench versus bench. And that's not a game worth watching at that point. So I do pray and hope that motherfuckers are healthy. I hope it's not no serious shit. But at the end of the day, they are healthy. Like prior to COVID, you know, the chances of living with being a basketball player, like, and you have COVID, you know, I would hope is very high. You're gonna be good, bro, because them motherfuckers take so much care of their body. But then again, God forbid, there's an underlying condition, like a heart murmur or some shit, and these motherfuckers actually go, God forbid, right? So, should the NBA season shut down? I think so. Let's cut the crap. I'm actually an avid watcher of the NBA, so it's frustrating to me, and I deal with these notifications all the time. It's very confusing. Let's cut the bullshit. Moving on to someone who has not cut the bullshit and has started some bullshit and will keep the bullshit going because it seems to be a part of her resume. Malu Trevejo posted publicly multiple times that she wants to be dropped by Travis Scott. And this is in the midst of Travis Scott's Astroworld situation. Can you put up the screenshots when you can, Marlon, behind me on the TV screen? She posted on her story, at Travis Scott, let me out of the contract. Really don't want to expose the behind-the-scenes shit, so let me out of it. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Whoa. What the fuck is she talking about? Behind-the-scenes shit? Then she continues, like, why try? Like, no, let me read like her. Like, why trying to hold me when you denied everything? Let me go! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Now!
Why the fuck are you saying this?
The bitch is 12. The bitch is 12. Listen,
She's
bro.
old. She's older.
I want her to persevere. She's Hispanic, Latino gang. She's young. I guess young gang. I don't know what you call it. I'm young too. A young gang. But it's like, bro, this is like, this is very ignorant.
So she was signed then.
Listen, but then there's people saying that she wasn't signed. I put a link. Can you press it? It's a video of her going live, I think, after posting this on her story. So I think it started with this on her story, then she went live. So she kept at it. This was a whole night of Malu Trevejo trouble happening in the Travis Scott quote-unquote camp. Because I thought she was not really signed. But I guess she was really signed. She might have signed a 360. The way she's acting.
Like, I'm being, like, as peaceful as I can. Like, I really just want to get out of it. The whole team is weird. In so many ways. So. And I don't gotta lie. I got a whole contract. I have a picture of the contract.
Oh.
I just want to get out of it.
She has a contract, Marlon.
I still haven't been able to.
Is that it? Okay.
My thing is, okay. All right.
She don't gotta lie.
Do you not meet up with these fucking people before you actually quote unquote sign? You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, that's my thing.
Like
That's
the
my
fact that
thing.
you're coming out and doing this shit now after what happened with him. You feel me?
Bro. And my thing is like, yes, that, right? Because I think she has to have some sort of sense of like, I'm saying like a lot like her. She said like five times. I like.
I like saying like a lot.
I like a lot. I like it like a lot. I like a lot. Like, I like.
Like it.
But her, like, if I'm her, Travis is going through things. I've kind of hinted at it during our Travis Scott updates. There's no Travis Scott update this week. But I guess this is the Travis Scott update.
He's
kind of with the
not
Astro World
gonna be
situation.
like worrying about you right now.
Yes.
You feel
I've
me?
hinted at the idea of like, yo, so he's not dropping music, I think, for a while. But he does have a record label with artists. Sheck West, Don Toliver. As of recent, Malu Trevejo.
Mm-hmm.
So Fago, I believe, was allegedly signed to Travis Scott, right? Or is signed to Travis Scott.
Who?
So Fago. He's like a young artist. He's reminiscent of. He has that song MP4 with Trippie Redd, reminiscent of Playboi Carti.
Yeah.
I call him Playboi Carti's son. So he's signed to Cactus Jack, right? There's a bunch of artists. So I'm like, yo, so what is gonna happen to them, right? Because at the end of the day, I guess, you know, the boss goes down, but you have a team, bro. Like, you gotta kind of maybe make sure they're solid. You know, similar to Tory Lanez, he has that artist, Mariah the Scientist. You know, when you guys become CEO and bosses, you got to be on your A game more than ever because you have, you know, a lot of these people's careers in your hands. Obviously, the Travis Scott situation is like you can't control that. Like, that happened. It wasn't really like it's like you can compare that more to like a little the Baby situation or a Tory Lanez situation where like one of their mistakes or accidents, you know, the Travis Scott shit, it was the crowd, you know. But then that's debatable. But who cares? Let's talk about facts. Malu Trevejo doing this shows like her sort of insensitiveness towards the situation with Travis Scott because she has to like realize like, yo, doesn't he have bigger fish to fry than you right now? And aside from that, you were very happy and like celebrating and posting when you signed with him.
It comes off fucking weird.
It's like clout chasing, bro.
Exactly, like attention seeking.
It's attention seeking, and
It's
she's
like
saying she's not lying.
He's
but
in
fuck.
the midst of everything right now. You know what? Let me throw my fucking name in there too.
Yeah,
you feel
me?
You
know, just like this video, I guarantee this clip is probably gonna get a good amount of attention. Malu, hey, what's up? But what's up? What's up?
Let us interview real quick.
What's up for real? What's up?
It's like you don't gotta lie this and that, but you just posting little subliminals and shit.
Man.
So it's like, you know,
this
like,
man we got kids dying, Malu. We don't care about your record and your music right now. So even if you had the best deal in the world, you shouldn't even be dropping music because you're signed to this man. Don Toliver's dropped prior to the Astro World situation, but I think his music is still. I still play. I don't know if you played it after the Astro World situation, but I played that album. I like that album a lot.
I like that album.
I like Life of a Don. I like Life of a Don.
Yeah,
I like Life of a Don.
Good album.
You know, but it's like I definitely see Travis Scott's music taking a hit more than ever. But then it's like after the situation, I wouldn't see like nobody of his team like dropping shit because his name's attached to it. So why would they? And most likely, either he'll be featured on the album or it'll have like a Travis Scott cover art, something. Cactus Jack represents. So it's like he doesn't need none of that. If he's not dropping his fucking seltzer, what makes you think he's gonna drop your music, Malu? That shit does not add up. It's like sometimes we gotta like be like blunt, bro. Like, how do you not like connect the dots? Like he's not dropping. Like that shit stopped. Like there's no more cacti. There's no cacti. Whatever. There's no more.
Thank God, though. That shit was bad.
It wasn't even that good.
It was not good.
So it might have been already planned. You know, God forbid it took some deaths for him to decide that. Like, I don't know what is happening because I do think a lot of that shit is legal. Like, maybe his team's deciding these things. Like, I don't think it might be him. Like, because like the seltzer, I don't think the seltzer has anything to do with, you know.
No.
Think about it, bro. Like, that's two different worlds. Like, what does that have to do with that?
Nah.
And I would think he needs money now, so maybe he should sell seltzer.
I don't think that shit is sold, man. That shit was not good. That shit wasn't fucking good, bro. Let's not fucking lie.
Yeah.
That shit was not bad. I mean, that shit was bad. It's like you was drinking just plain fucking Alka-Seltzer water. Shit was bad.
It's the shit you pour on fires.
My God.
That's literally the fire hydrant waters.
Bro.
The little chemicals taste a little bit different. You never taste fire hydrant water?
No.
I'm a dog. But Malu, man, I pray for you. Seriously, take a break.
Listen, if you're gonna
stay
come
away
out
from the bush
and say these things, there has to be
facts
behind
post the contract.
them, some
go
pictures,
full-fledged
videos.
Don't dick tease.
Go more in depth. Like you're just posting shit to try to get some following behind you.
Because it works. Look, we're talking about her. I guarantee maybe.
I mean, no, come on.
70% of the people who listening to this or watching this. Well, who knows? I don't fucking know.
Shade Room posted it.
Shade Room posted it. So I don't know. But shout out to Malu. Figure that shit out. Maybe you have to sign over here. Come over here. Come over here. That sounds creepy. I might have to take that shit back. Stay where you're at. I'm married. I have a child. And you're a child too, so I don't. Rough. Before we get into the Spiderman, let's talk about the new album that came out this week that people have been critically judging and hating on.
I think I already know what you're talking about.
Roddy Ricch has dropped his second studio album 2 years after releasing his Grammy-nominated and award-winning. I'm not sure if he won a Grammy, but I knew he won other awards. People loved that album in 2020. It dropped in 2019, but people loved it in 2020 because it dropped in December, just like this album. Last album was called Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial. This album is called Live Life Fast. Cover art is a homage to Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace, his friend. And Live Life Fast, if you listen to the album, I guess is an homage to that song by Rick Ross. Live fast and die young. Live fast and die young. Hey.
Definitely feels
produced
like
by Kanye.
Definitely feels like he wrote that album fast.
Yo, do you feel that way?
Bro, I'm not a big fan of it.
So let's talk about it. You listened to the whole album.
I haven't listened to the full album.
Oh, okay. Well, how far are you in though, at least?
I'm 2/3 in.
Okay.
You feel me? So I've heard most of it.
Okay. Yeah.
And the first tracks are, yeah. I think the first one's like, I don't even remember them. I don't have my phone on me.
Listen, I don't know.
The first one I think is good. I don't remember. Let me go get my phone. Let me go check.
Yeah, pull up the track list if you want. Because I have it in front of mine, so I have it right here.
Crazy.
Yeah. Malu's going to get his phone, guys, to fact check himself. I'm going to state my opinion. If you guys haven't watched my reaction yet, go check it out. I have the reaction up right now. I had a guest host, King OSF. Shout out to King OSF out of our city, the biggest rapper out of our city. Signed to Jonah Lucas. Jonah Lucas is artist. Go check it out, the reaction to Roddy Ricch's album. And I liked it. I did go into it knowing already that people hated it because Twitter was fucking killing it the whole night that it came out and the whole morning after it came out. So right before I'm recording, I'm expecting this shit to be trash because Twitter is like calling it literally the most disappointing album of the year. Okay. The worst album this like that type of energy. I'm like, whoa, Roddy?
Okay, so Thailand, I like Thailand. I like All Good with Future. Hibachi, that shit is good.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. You see, I don't really remember the rest. I gotta listen to them again. Like I said, I haven't finished it, but it's like the first one. I'm not a big fan of it. Roller coasting.
I like roller coasting. Roller coasting.
I don't know, man. I feel like compared to his other music, it doesn't feel like this shit's up to par.
Yeah. So when it comes to that, right, I will agree that this album is definitely not better than his last album.
And 2 years to make it.
I say that.
2 years to make it.
It took 2 years to make it. And aside from that, he's not an artist that just dropped. So you haven't heard no music from him. That single, Late at Night, but that was it.
Yeah.
There hasn't been like no, think about it, no Roddy Ricch features,
and like
nothing.
I haven't, like
There's
I said,
been leaks.
I haven't finished it, but is there really other, from the songs that I've heard, there isn't anything else that really compares to Late at Night?
Yeah, probably not. Like,
right?
Especially what could be like a pop or big single, especially if we want to go towards like the box level.
Yeah.
Like, there's definitely nothing on this album that's the box level.
No.
but the box is hard to like top. And obviously, we don't want him to replicate that.
He has so many other singles though, like Die Young.
Yeah, die. I don't want to die young. I gotta ride with one.
Down below.
You
feel me? Like
straight for the bottom. I was like, oh damn, my shit. Damn. Oh, on the beat, but he wanted us on my feet, cause all my niggas got it out the street. When a whole team balling, my ballin', shit.
Yeah,
probably my favorite song by him. I love that song, Ballin', with him and DJ Mustard. So there's like not that type of record on here, but I do think there's some records that are gonna grow on people, like I want to say the 21 Savage record, the
one with Kodak Black.
The one with Kodak.
Yeah, Hibachi. That shit's hard.
That shit's hard. I feel like people are gonna start gravitating towards it more and more. The Little Baby one had a horrible intro. It was like an hour and 30 minutes of a beat, and then they start the song. So you can't even replay that shit even if you wanted to. And he literally promoted this album as a no skip album. I don't think there's necessarily a pure skip for me. I can tolerate these songs, but that song right there is definitely a fast forward. So you might have no skips, but you got one fast forward. So maybe you should aim to have no skips and no fast forwards. Because how you going to have a Little Baby record and then there's a minute and a half of just weird beat and then the beat changes completely and then it's you guys going hard. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, that's like, you can't even do that at a festival. You can't put that on in your headphones at your gym. You can't do nothing with that shit.
That's like the beginning of TSU or Drake. Yeah. You gotta skip the first minute.
Man, like that shit's
But then
crazy.
the song goes fucking in. Like, come on.
They can make them shits interludes and then let people have the record by itself. Let's be smarter. That's just a push.
I'm gonna listen to it again. Fully, like back to back. But
I think people were definitely harder on it than necessary. But I do not think that it was better than his last album. I will agree there.
Hell no.
I will agree there. But it's still better than a lot of niggas' albums and a lot of albums that came out this year. I would say, because there was amazing albums, but there was some poopy ones. And if he's poopy, he's the poop of the poop. He's the best poop. Let's put it that way. So if this is a poopy album, it's really on him. He's gonna see the feedback. He's gonna see the reviews. He's gonna see the reactions. He might see this video. So, Roddy, take that and build from that. Let's not take that shit and like build this whole sort of ego. Fuck you niggas. You niggas know what I'm talking about. You niggas like, shit, I'm Roddy Ricch. Whoa. Maybe some people have validity. If someone's breaking it down, like how I'm breaking it down, without trying to be disrespectful, there's going to be some validity to it. Whereas you're like, damn, I guess it's not. I could have maybe gone harder. Maybe I should have had this person listen to it to get their opinion. Because it's almost, that's what it could have been for me. It gives me the vibe as if he listened to himself and that's it. Like, or his like close people. But it wasn't like, yo, let me play this album for Kanye.
He's going to put out what he likes.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, let me play this album for sound. Let me play this album for different people to get different perspectives.
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to be like, oh, damn, they were right. Oh, shit. Yeah, maybe I should. Yeah. That's the vibe it gives me. Because it's almost like one tone the whole album. He does like a slow it down type of thing. Like Jamie Foxx comes in and is like, let's slow it down, Roddy. Let's slow the album down. But it was just one song that's called Slow It Down that played after. The other rest of the album was like the same shit. It wasn't like a slow down. I thought it was going to be maybe 2 albums in one. It wasn't. Mm-hmm. So it's like there's some confusion there. But I don't know, man. I love Roddy Ricch, man. I see him. He has so much fucking potential, bro. 100%. He's so fucking good. It's crazy.
I fuck with him heavy.
So that's why it's like so shocking to me to see this. And then now we're going to see the numbers too. The numbers aren't too good either. Like sales wise. Like, I'm shocked. I didn't think that he was going to do this. I had expectations for it to be, I'm not going to lie. I did have expectations for it to be really, really like almost on some classic shit.
That's the thing.
Because a nigga takes 2 years to drop.
Come on. It's same thing. Now that we're in the same topic of like we expected it to be good. Same thing with the Rick Ross shit.
Oh my God. It's like a perfect analogy. Because the Rick Ross shit, I do think like it's not like horrible.
It's not.
But it's like, bro, compared to your discography
after Mastermind,
yeah, bro,
has it's like he's dropped the ball,
bro. Man, it's like everything's questionable. I did like Port of Miami too. I did like that album.
That was good.
I didn't like Hood Billionaire.
No.
But this album, man, it
But
definitely
it's like,
falls into that.
It's been like a like a baby roller coaster. It's like this
roller coaster.
You feel me? I know. Oh, you got a big ass up and then down.
Yeah.
No, it's a little baby roller coaster.
So comment down below. How do you guys feel? If you're watching this separate clip, go watch the full podcast. But how do you guys feel about Roddy Ricch's album? Because you had a lot to say on Twitter. So let's state them opinions now. Days removed from listening to the album. Do you guys still have them cojones? You guys were talking kind of crazy on Twitter. Bro, people that I didn't expect to talk crazy on Roddy Ricch's name. I was like, damn.
Really?
What is happening out here to Roddy Ricch? You know? But the last topic is going to be the thing that took the weekend by storm. The biggest, I probably will go down as in history as the biggest Marvel movie of all time. The biggest superhero movie of all time. Spider-Man, No Way Home. Edwin doesn't like it.
Hell no?
Edwin hated it, bro. The whole time.
Bro, remember how we were talking about last time?
He made it for me. He made it for me. Not even enjoyable. Scuffing and like.
You went with him?
You bro, the whole time. He was like, oh.
So you fucked up.
Yeah, that's not. But, like he would say literally when someone says a joke on the screen, he was like, that's not even that funny. I'm like, damn, why is this nigga even here then? This nigga.
But yeah, he pops, he taps these dry ass fucking buttons he got over here.
Listen, man. Listen, man. I want him. I'm gonna call I messaged Marvel because I want him to like work with them because I want to see what the fuck is good. Because his interpretation of things has to be stellar.
Me not want to see it now. And we had the conversation about like watching movies, and I told you I wasn't. And I'm actually really interested in watching this. I love
that shit, Marvel. I love that shit. Yeah. That's how I feel about it. He hated it. I love.
Why didn't you like it? Honestly,
I thought it was a little like. I don't know. I didn't get the humor.
He was like, "It's for kids." Nigga, Spider-Man.
It's okay.
This is not for 40-year-old mothers.
Old Spider-Mans.
Like, was this not like action packed?
No, it had a lot of
action. So much action.
Towards
Keep asking questions. I'll answer them too. Keep going.
On the end, it was okay, but like, I don't know. I don't like it, man.
The characters are bad. Like the
phenomenal
actors.
characters.
It's like too many jokes here and there. It's like I don't know. I didn't like it. The best actor in my opinion was the Green Goblin.
William Dafoe. Put some respect on his name.
Yeah. Wow, I'm surprised you know his name.
One of the best actors of all time.
The guy who Octopus, Dr. Octopus, he was good.
Octavius.
So if the villains were good, you didn't like the superheroes. You didn't like the Spider-Mans.
It's just like I guess you have to like watch the other movies.
Do you have to watch the previous ones to understand this one?
Not even to like understand. I guess
you would have to at least watch the main one, but everyone watched the main one, like Tobey Maguire. People watched those. You never watched those? Spider-Man 1, 2, 3?
Oh yeah.
Years ago.
I'm talking about like the Back from Home, Returned Home.
No. Those
the crib.
Back at the crib. Yo,
fuck they're called.
Always something home. No, you don't necessarily need to watch those. Really, you can. I would suggest you do. I'm someone that watched everything. The only thing I didn't watch in Marvel so far has been the new Hawkeye show.
By myself tomorrow.
And I haven't watched the I haven't watched the new movie Eternals. But I watched everything else. Shanghai. I've watched Shang-Chi. I've watched everything. So,
like me, I would give it a 6 out of 10.
Oh, this is
disrespectful. For a kid film, I'll give it a 7 because I know it's intended for
Bro,
damn, for real.
He's gonna get killed in the comments right now.
No,
they are killing him in the comments.
My opinion. I don't know. I'm not big on it. I like the Snyder cut of Justice League way better than that movie, to be honest.
I haven't watched that one either.
Bro, we were talking about it. It's okay. Victor was saying because we looked it up on Google. It has a 90-something%.
Everyone loves the movie,
it has a
except everyone.
I've seen good
That was like compared to. It's not better than Black Panther. In my opinion,
Black Panther's fire.
Black Panther's
it's
classic.
not better than the Dark Knight series.
Yeah, but then that's you comparing tomatoes.
But it's like those are like more serious, like superheroes though. You know what I'm saying?
Yo. I guess
that's like comparing classical music to like
kid friendly,
Little Baby. Like, oh, he's not Beethoven though. It's Little Baby, nigga. It's not gonna be Beethoven.
I don't know, man. I wasn't big on it, to be honest. It didn't really impress me.
Fuck, man.
But no,
I'm gonna go watch it.
I'm
gonna go
watch it. You need to watch it. I'm gonna watch it multiple times.
Let's go watch it tomorrow.
I'm glad
I love that shit.
Let's go watch it tomorrow.
Don't tempt me because I'll go.
I'm being dead ass.
What's tomorrow? Tuesday? I'll go, nigga. I think it's cheaper tomorrow too.
Let's go.
And it's T-Mobile Tuesday. They might give that
We
shit
st-
again
we
for $4.
We still got the.
I'll watch that shit again for $4.
The college IDs.
Oh, that's true too. Them should still work with a discount too.
100%.
But
Let's go tomorrow.
But in my
100%.
opinion, I'm gonna watch it again.
It was only for me. It was only good towards the end.
In my opinion, phenomenal movie. I think it could be argued as the best Marvel movie of all time. I love Endgame because of the snap and all that, you know. And I also love Iron Man. Iron Man is so good.
Yeah, that movie wasn't better than Iron Man. It wasn't better than the Avengers.
But I do think, no, I think it definitely was better than Iron Man. Definitely was better than Iron Man. Especially because if you're a real deal Marvel fan, it's the concept of, first of all, Spider-Man is probably the most iconic, like, child superhero
out of all the
them.
superheroes. I didn't answer this last time, like I said, when we had this conversation, but I would say Spider-Man's probably like one of the biggest superheroes for me, even though I'm not really into it like that.
Spider-Man is like...
I had a lot of Spider-Man shit.
Me too, bro. People love Spider-Man, right?
The games, too.
And he's the face, like, of Marvel, you can say. Yeah. The thing with him, though, happened was, like, they were selling the rights to his movies to different people. So that's why we have different Spider-Mans. We have Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, and Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire. You know, phenomenal. I love that. But it was so long ago, they never really tied him into the MCU, the Marvel Universe. He never got tied into the Avengers, none of this shit. You know, and then we got the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and then the Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Andrew Garfield. Questionable. I didn't love it. I love the villains, especially Jamie Foxx's villain. I liked him. What's his name? The electric guy, the static guy. Not Static Shock. I'm not being racist.
The Electro.
Static Shock was my shit.
Static Shock was legendary, though. We needed a movie for Static Shock.
We need that cartoon back.
Yes. But Andrew Garfield, he wasn't horrible. It was just like, I don't know, man.
Is that the young kid?
It wasn't sticky. No, this is the young kid. The third one is a young kid. Then it got to Tom Holland.
I don't think
and the home series.
He's funny,
now, Tom Holland,
I like Tom
many have
Holland.
argued as the best Spider-Man, specifically
like
Stan Lee, the creator of Marvel, created Spider-Man, and he said that Tom Holland is the best representation of Spider-Man in his eyes because it's the closest thing to the comic books. Why? Because he is what Spider-Man is, and what's Spider-Man? An innocent kid. And Tom Holland is that to the fullest extent.
Yeah.
Even in this movie, we got that. Because the whole entire plot of this movie is him wanting Doctor Strange to cast a spell that's going to change the world just because of the fact that him and his friends are not getting into MIT in Boston, the university. They're not getting accepted because his identity got revealed. So the whole world knows he's Peter Parker. They know his friends. So now he's kind of like, it's like cancel culture. Like they're like, he's too much, brings too much problems, blah, blah, blah. Some people might love him, but it's like he's destroying shit too. Like what's going on? So no university wants any involvement with him. So he went to Doctor Strange. He's like, yo, let's wish. Let's make not wish. Not a wish, but how do you say? Let's cast a spell. It's almost like a wish. It feels like a wish. Let's cast a spell.
Well,
to make people
time at first, but then he told him.
Yeah, they stop fucking ruining it for me.
Yeah, this nigga's spoiling it.
He's telling you the whole
I wasn't gonna
right
say
now.
that, bro. I wasn't gonna say all that. I wasn't gonna say all that.
Zendaya's in this bitch?
Yes, because Zendaya in real life dates Tom Holland. They fell in love on the set of Spider-Man because she plays his MJ. Is Peter Parker and MJ.
I saw that.
Phenomenal love story.
That the directors and shit like that were saying that they don't recommend them dating.
Yeah. You know, I wouldn't either, man, when it comes to that type of shit because, but at the end of the day, it's like unprofessional.
Cool as fuck.
But it's like.
That shit has even more depth to it.
Yeah. And like you gotta follow wherever love leads you. Like you gotta fuck your coworker. At the end of the day. I know if you see some booty walk up in AutoZone one day, my first day, or advance, my first day, Marlon, teach me the ropes.
Nah.
You might have to plow that bitch in the back.
Nah.
And I will prove that shit.
Nah.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
I'm good, bro.
I'm
good. I'm
if
not
we have
with
a
that.
female
I'm not
co-host
with that
one
word
day,
shit.
we got to be careful in here.
Edwin
might sling and bang the girl. And we don't want that shit because we're
Why
pro
you
equality.
guys say Edwin? What happened?
Hey.
I'm the type to do that.
He's married.
Yeah.
I'm good.
You're tiguerazo, Marlon.
Huh?
No, you're tiguerazo.
I got a lot more important shit going on, man, than worrying about just slanging and banging.
Oh, okay.
Marlon's in the next
Respectfully.
the next Doctor Strange movie. He's in the one we saw the trailer for at the end of Spider-Man. Marlon's in it. So calm down, Edwin. He had no time for no pussy.
Bro,
Shit.
I'm saving myself for marriage.
Fucking perfect. I love that shit.
Right, thank you, bro. Thank you. A lot of people don't support me, but
Yo. But listen, so Tom Holland, I love the kid.
Come out here.
I like what he's doing. I'm
I
a fan
respect
of this
it, bro.
movie so
I
much.
respect it. I wish I was out there too.
My favorite moment of the movie was the but you already probably know that spoiler, right? The what happened, like, because people talking about the different actors and stuff.
No,
different Spider-Mans.
I heard
Victor
that,
was
but
about to tear up in there.
Yo, bro, because spoiler alert. Well, I already put it in the cap clip. Spoiler alert. Cause skip ahead if you guys don't want any spoilers. Spider-Man, all the Spider-Mans are in the movie. So when that shit happened, bro, one by one, I started going crazy.
yeah,
The first nigga came out. I said, "Oh!" But then I really swore. I was like, the third nigga's not coming out. Not him. Not the best one. The potentially, you can argue the OG. He's not coming out.
yeah.
Then the OG himself.
And he came out with like a walker.
Bro,
Nah, he's not that old.
Well,
Couple wrinkles.
He's
well, he
not
came
that
out
old.
with like some like what did they say? They said in the movie he was dressed as like a youth pastor,
a cool youth.
a cool youth pastor. Like he didn't have his suit on and shit either.
Yeah,
But it was like perfectly done, extremely well written. You couldn't have done any better because you have this thing, like I stated earlier, where Spider-Man has not been a part of the MCU universe basically because of the business-wise, legally, what's happening behind the scenes with the rights of the movie. But then a perfect way to bring it all together was the way they made this plot line work. Because, yes, it was a dumb fucking plot in a sense where it's like, he just did all that for this? Like, come on, bro. You could have just let people know that you're Spider-Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then the reason that happened was to tie this shit into this shit and to make this
Yeah.
shit make sense.
Yeah.
It was like perfect. It's like, whoa.
I heard they're already making a second one.
Bro, they're doing more. They're doing more. This is real life happening.
I'm going to watch this shit tomorrow.
Bro, I was oh my God, I can't believe that shit happened. I'm still on a high off of it.
Like at 11 a.m., nobody there.
Because I know
By
that it's
myself.
not real, right? But I'm such like a fucking fanatic of that shit that even the
I
fact
get it,
that
man.
is real
I get it.
in the fake world is still real.
I get it. That's
because it's like it's not even real. You can't even do that shit in a video game.
Yeah.
You can't even put that shit. You can't. It's even like that shit don't exist.
I get it. No, it's true. It's like me. It's like me with the Fast and the Furious. You feel me?
Listen, bro.
I can admit that the most recent movies has been full of bullshit. You feel me? I still fucking love them though. I still love them. You feel me? I love the characters. I love that's just how it is.
That's me with Batman.
You feel me? If you like something, you like something. That's just how it is.
Yeah, I say so. That's you a Batman, but you don't like Joker though. You didn't like the Joker, so it's not adding up over there. It's not adding up over there, Edwin. It's not adding up over there. You need Joker for Batman to be who he is, and that Joker movie was excellent.
I didn't say it was bad. You saying that's their favorite movie of all time, though?
Mine, yes, probably yes.
Yeah.
You said it was not good. I remember
didn't
that
say
verbatim.
I said
Episode 4. Episode 4, minute 35.
I said it was a good movie.
I'm not a big fan of
and
that.
Batman wasn't in the movie, so.
He was. If you, maybe I'm spoiling it for you. If you watch the post credits, he was.
Yes,
he was.
Yes.
So
you see, that's the only part that I kind of really liked.
Really? You didn't watch the movie?
When the riot breaks out.
Yeah.
The riot breaks out, and then who do they kill?
Yeah, Spider-Man, and they skip. They
not Spider-Man.
They skate over him.
That.
They skate over him.
Huh?
So,
You didn't see that?
I saw that. Yeah.
You didn't see that.
I did.
When the riots broke out, and then they killed fucking Batman's parents,
I
and
saw
that's
that.
the beginning of Batman.
Yeah, I saw that.
they're gonna do that with Batman. And what movie is it? It might be in the next Batman. I don't know, but they're doing that with Batman, where they're gonna put all Batmans in the movie. Because Michael Keaton was confirmed as an actor for like a Justice League movie or something like that, and then like the current Batman, Ben Affleck, and now we have the new one, Robert Pattinson. So they're probably gonna do that same shit. But guess who did it first? Marvel, bitch.
That one will confuse me a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work.
Because the plot of Batman's pretty much always kind of been the same.
And DC, I guess, they probably have like a multiverse type of thing, how Marvel has it. I don't know. I'm not really that informed on DC. I do like their shows, and I do like Joker and Dark Knight, but everything else is questionable. The recent Suicide Squad was okay, but everything else is like,
Maybe the Flash could bring them back.
Oh, I think it's gonna be in the Flash movie. Yes, that's where it's gonna actually be. It's gonna be that they have the actors, like the new Batman, the old Batman, the new one, blah blah blah. That's where they're gonna do it. So it would make sense there. Maybe like Flash running through time and shit.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna beat Spider-Man. No Way Home. That's my motherfucking shit right now. I swear to God, man. Listen, they killed that shit. Oh my God, I'm gonna take those buttons off. Listen, this is crazy. That was horrible. Oh my God. Calle 13, bro. Damn, we're giving him free promo. Listen, man. Comment down below if you guys watch Spider-Man. Share your opinion on the movie. If you think Edwin is crazy, feel free to call him crazy.
Don't post no spoilers in the fucking comments, though.
Yeah, don't post no crazy spoilers because that was just one moment out of so many moments that happened in this movie, especially towards the ending. Let's not go too crazier with the spoilers. I maybe do a longer breakdown next week because this shit deserves it, man. But definitely go watch it. I loved it, man. Shout out to everyone. Again, another week of Cap. This has been episode 10. And until next time, be safe. We appreciate you guys. Subscribe, hit the notification bell on YouTube for more videos coming soon. Comment below, share your opinion, hit the like button. And until next time, we are out.
They gon' love me for my ambition.